fresh meat.
I had always heard about Diablo. You know how everybody has that game that they always like want to play but just never get around to playing? That was Diablo for me. I had heard about it for years, but I didn't get into PC gaming really until I started streaming because the only PC games I had played earlier were I played like Myst and Ribbon with my dad and Age of Empires, things like that, and random little computer games. But I was like mostly a console player. We always had consoles in my house, so I would always play console games with my friends and family growing up. And so when I started streaming, I finally decided to start doing some PC stuff. And after a while, I was like, you know what game I gotta play? What's up, Spam? What's up, Spam? Descobble, how's it going, Spam? I was like, you know what game I have to play? Freaking Diablo. I've heard so much about this game, and if you know me, I'm super into the creepy, guys. I'm super into creepy stuff. All my house and every game that I can decorate is full of like skeletons and bones and satanic shit. So I was like, this is like a perfect game for me. And sure enough, I fell completely in love with the game, and I've been pretty much obsessed ever since. And this reminds me, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube, or if you're new here, check out the DESHtube. I've actually got a really fun, a couple videos actually on Diablo. I've got a couple, I did a react to BlizzCon Online, and I've got a couple Let's Plays where I play Diablo for the first time in 2020, I think it was. Or is it 2021? I think it was last year. I played Diablo for the first time. Literally. And you could see my playthrough of it. I played on hardcore too. So it's like my first time playing, and I did hardcore. You started on PS2, and then you moved in with your dad, and you had Diablo 2, got hooked to PC. Nice, Risty. Nightbot is dead. Oh, shoot, that's my fault, Sam. Don't look too close to Nightbot. I gotta do something real quick that I definitely never forget to do. Definitely not. All right, there it is. Now it's short. You still remember playing Diablo 1 when it came out? It was a huge game series in our house. Oh, heck yeah. Okay, it's like a family game. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, nobody in my family played because, again, we didn't really play PC games. But when I met Lucky, this was one of his favorite games, and he, like, raved about it. And he would tell me about it, and I would see images of it. I'm like, yeah, that looks like my kind of game. So I finally got around to playing it, and now I've been obsessed. What's up, Minnie J? How's it going? Well, I was thinking of trying Diablo 4 whenever it comes out, but now that I know that there will be a fully customizable characters, I really want to play it now. Heck yeah, Matt. They've done so much. Like, I mean, the game, I still think Diablo 2 is masterful, even though, you know, some people think the graphics are a little dated and stuff, and some of the movement, but I still just love that game so much. So many things about it are, I think, so unique. I've never seen another game that quite looks like it or feels like it, and I actually enjoy the kind of, I don't know, clunky hits. Like, I don't know, I just love it. So I am very excited to see how Diablo 2 Resurrected is going to compare to the original Diablo 2. I like how you could toggle in between the art. You could see, you know, what it I think it was Riker, somebody was saying, like the garlic, you know, cloves. Is it cloves of garlic? What is it? When it's like hanging, and you can like barely see what it is. But when they remastered all the artwork, now you can actually see the details of the garlic, like things like that. I'm gonna really love like looking at and pointing out. I can't wait to see Bale looking, you know, way more detailed in all his legs, guys. It's the lore for you, Risty. Well, hey, feel free to, like, literally, while we're going through this today, please just pop in and shout out any lore that comes to mind that may have to do with what we're looking at. Because somebody like me, I really don't know a lot of the lore, and I would love to know more about that. And I think a lot of people in chat would too. You're obsessed with the original Diablo. So Diablo 1, Lone Hobbit. Character customization will always help suck me into a game. My favorite games of all time have that in the games. Oh yeah, Matt, I'm the same way. Any game that has fashion customization or housing, things like that. Imagine Diablo housing. Wouldn't that be so cool? Okay, we're getting ahead of ourselves. But, you know, they are saying that Diablo 4 is going to have MMO elements, whatever that means. They've talked about mounts and things, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, so we're gonna dive in here today. So let me get this on the screen. And all right, so this is the Diablo 4 quarterly update from June 2021, June 30th to be exact, by Blizzard itself. All right, so we're gonna go through everything, but if something comes to mind, guys, feel free to just like I said, shout out. We'll pause and we'll have like a discussion about it. Like I said, if lore comes to mind or something makes you think of something. You know, as much as I'm reading this to you, we're also going to have like a DESHcussion. So feel free to just throw out anything you think of, and what comes to mind. Game Lord Dash on YouTube. Oh yeah, cool, Risty. I'll have to catch it. Oh yeah, I'll have to check that out. Very cool. I know Riker's got some too that I'm thinking about checking out. Maybe on stream, maybe do some reacts too. Cool, cool. I'll check that out. All right, so hello and welcome once again. Oh, should we try to do it in Deckard Cain's voice? All right. I have to have some water because Deckard tends to like, make my voice shot a little bit. Let's try. We'll try our best, all right? We'll try our best. Stay a while and listen. All right, here we go. Hello and welcome once again to a new Diablo 4 quarterly update. We hope you enjoyed the Rogue class announcements during BlizzCon. We had a blast creating the Rogue and open world video segments, sharing them with you and seeing your reactions. It was especially cool to share our updates as part of the larger Diablo family alongside Diablo Immortal and the all-new Diablo 2 Resurrected. Both of which I personally can't wait to play with you all. Really quick, in the BlizzCon line, who else was super stoked to see the guy who voices Deckard Cain on there? So cute. Do I use a voice changer? What's up, Hiva? I have one, but I don't know how to use it, so no, not currently. I think there is a way, though, to make me sound like a demon. I don't know how to do it, though, yet. This is the only one I have. Like, if I'm like, what the that's what I know how to do. That's the only button I know how to use. But yeah, there is other buttons on here, but no, that's just me. How's it going? Yeah, Deckard? Riker's the goat. Yes, Risty. Stay a while and listen. What's up, Gundam? How's it going today? All right. So, yeah, that was super fun in the BlizzCon line. So, I loved him. He was so sweet, and that was super cool. That was just, I loved the whole BlizzCon line thing. I mean, they had the interviews with some of the devs, and okay, you made me think of it too. Remember how it was that one dev and his son, and they were talking about how they grew up with Diablo in the family, and then the son got into video games too, and then he applied, and now he works with his dad doing Diablo stuff. I think the son worked on like dungeons and stuff, and then the dad did a lot of artwork. So cool. I love hearing that kind of stuff. It's my favorite thing. I love when I have a movie or a show I like and they do like the behind the scenes or behind the features and they have interviews with the cast and stuff. So I'm really into that. And so anything that has to do with a video game that also brings in that, I cannot get enough of that. I wish more games did that. That kind of behind the scenes stuff, you know, especially for nerds like us. Like, I just get all into that. Like, I want to hear every detail. What's going on, Chiefs? How you doing? All right, back to Deckard Cain's voice. And here we go. As we transition back to a blog format, we will continue to spotlight different aspects of development. Today, we're going to be focusing on Diablo 4 character art, player characters, monsters, and allies. Art is a critical part of what makes Diablo, well, Diablo. Our signature randomized dungeons would not feel like Diablo without the ominous lighting setting the mood, as player uncover horrifying details around every dark corner. Okay, anybody else super stoked? Combat only feels visceral thanks to carefully crafted animations and visual effects that make spells and abilities sing. How cute, sing! And while stats might have a break an item, we often can't wait to get our hands on a piece of gear purely because of how incredible it looks. That is something I do want to point out. So, you may have heard one of the things I think they are changing. If you remember, when you play Diablo 2 right now as is, you find a really cool piece of gear. Like, I remember on my Necro, I would find like some really cool like shrunken head thing that I could carry around, and then I put it on and it doesn't look like anything. It doesn't look like anything changed. Or I found like a piece of like bone looking armor and I put it on and I can't see it. Or I think there was like my Necro had like long flowing cool hair, right? And then you put on like a helmet and you can't see your hair anymore. I think this is the kind of things they are fixing, because now it looks like when you like put on a piece of gear, much like a lot of us from ESO get to put on a piece of gear and it's like a motif or a transmog and it changes how you look. In Diablo, it looks like now with 2 Resurrected, they're going to have that. And obviously Diablo 4 as well. So that's pretty cool. I really appreciate that from, you know, a person who's into fashion. Diablo 3 did a better job with that? Oh, cool. You know what? I didn't really give Diablo 3 a fair chance. It's something I do want to go back and play a little more of. Because so many people love it, and it was so different for me than Diablo 2. I couldn't really get into it, but you know, because it is Diablo World, I feel like I got to go back and give it another chance. So I plan on doing that. Well, you know, while we're waiting for 4 to come out, I'll give 3 another chance. You still play Diablo 3 occasionally? Oh yeah. So those of you that play Diablo 3, what is your favorite thing that is different than 2? Like, do you have nostalgia for 2, but you think like things like this, Diablo 3 did better? Or what do you like better about it? I did notice how smooth it was. I'm doing good, Matt. How are you today? I like to make a seasonal character. Oh, yeah, the season. So kind of like Path of Exile, right? It's like there's like a bunch of new things that come out during that season. Hey, Dave, how's it going? Diablo 3 is great, in my opinion. Oh, yeah? You only played a season on Diablo 3. So explain the whole seasons thing to me again. Explain what that means. Is it kind of like Path of Exile? You know how they have... It's not called Seasons on Path of Exile. What's it called? Leagues? Is it Leagues in Path of Exile? And then Seasons is Diablo? And explain, like, what changes. It's like some kind of theme in the game type of thing. And maybe there's, like, cool, like, loot and stuff. You like the pets and all the different treasure goblins? Oh, yeah. Okay, so the little bit of Diablo 3 I played, I love chasing after the treasure goblins. That was really fun. Okay, you're making me want to play it again. Oh, yay, Matt. I'm glad to have you here, always. All right, so tell me about these seasons, guys, and I'll keep reading. All right, let's see. Character art is equally important as it encompasses two of Diablo's key elements, classes and monsters. The look and feel of the classes has always been one of Diablo's secret ingredients. Each class instantly recognizable and imbued with a strong and unique personality. Diablo 4 offers players more customization options than ever in Diablo game, which makes achieving that result more challenging, but the outcome is well worth it. Your barbarian is different from anyone else's, but still feels undeniably like a barbarian. With monsters, the focus has been on creating new foes and updating classics drawn from the pantheon of cities in our previous game, while using new processes and technology, I can say that word, to their fullest. Who wants to digest what I just read? You start completing over and finish season for a pet. Oh yeah, you get a cool pet. Or stash, space. Oh heck yeah. Tetris, you know, Tetris inventory in Diablo is one of those things like, you know, you love and you hate. You know what I mean? Like you love, at first, you know, you love trying to like configure where you're going to fit everything in your inventory. And then after all, you're like, all right, now where's my stash? So extra stash space, that's pretty cool. Ooh, will the mounts in Diablo 4 be able to hold stuff for us? That would be pretty cool. Oh yeah, stam updates. Oh, cool. And DESHy, if you buy a mount from the ESO store, does it come with speed, stam, etc. upgrades? No, Dave. So you should watch Lucky's Beginner's Guide. Here you go. This is very helpful, Dave. You have to, if you're going to make more than one character, Dave, every single day you have to log in on each character and upgrade your mount. And you can choose between speed, stamina, or carrying capacity. I would recommend maxing out speed first. You could do one a day for each character. It is not account-wide. And then after you max out speed, I would probably do, it's up to you, but I would probably do carrying capacity and then stamina last. That's the order that I like to go in. But you have to do it every day on each character. So it's kind of tedious. It'll go faster as you go. It starts out slow at first, but it'll pick up speed as far as how it feels in the game. When you're very, like, day one, you probably want to run instead of being on your mount because it's actually faster. But those beginner tips will seriously help you, and it'll make you, it'll remind you of things like that you should do every day on all your tunes. All right, let's see. I don't know a ton about Diablo, but I'd love to know more. When I played with friends, Diablo 3 was fun, but it couldn't hold your attention when I played solo. Yeah, I can see that, Matt. I think it's one of those games that is more fun with friends. At least that's what I hear about 3. I think 2 can be more fun solo. I don't know why that is. At least that was my experience. Like, I loved playing 2 with Lucky for the first time, but then when I went back and played it on my own, I loved it. But Diablo 3, I don't know. There's something about it that feels very, like, you know, more like like an MMO, even though it's not. You know, it's got those, like, elements again. I don't know. It feels like a game you want to play with friends, more so than not. I don't know. Do you agree, Risty, or do you have a different opinion? Dave, those of you that played 3, OKS, what do you think? I feel like 3 just feels more like a multiplayer game than a solo game, even though you could do both. All right, let's see. To give us a better look at everything involved in this process, I now leave the rest of the update in the hands of our very own art director, John Mueller, and his team. We hope you enjoy it and look forward to your thoughts and reactions. Reaction? Oh, hello, YouTube? Okay. As always, let us know what topics you want to hear about in the future. Be sure to stay tuned as we're planning to delve deeper into the topics of sound design and endgame systems later this year. Oh, that's exciting. Thank you, and until next time. Louis Sprig. Oh, I remember him. He was from, he's from BlizzConline. Game director. Okay, cool. Nice. All right. So what did you think, guys? Deckard Cain, how'd we do? I already feel like my voice is going, so I'm not gonna be able to keep this up for the whole stream. But, you know, we'll try. Yeah, I was looking to buy one from the store, but if they have no upgrades, I'll wait. Yeah, you can't buy one that's, you can't buy speed or stuff like that. Well, wait. Sometimes, Dave, there is a booklet that gives you, like, a slight boost in speed, like maybe, like, 1 day's worth. I think, guys, you can confirm. It might be a daily reward, or sometimes you can get it from a crate. You know, like when there's drops and stuff, like Lucky has right now. You can get some from watching him. You can get a crate.
Death can save you from me.
DESHpul Nightmare Hype. DESHpul Nightmare Hype.
Hello, Ben, and thank you for the resub at tier 1 for 26 months. How the heck are you? And you normally play alone because you don't have enough friends, Risty? Well, you just got a whole bunch of new friends in here. Can you do the butcher voice next, Lone Hobbit? Oh, fresh meat. It sounds better. If somebody hasn't followed yet and is thinking about following, you could hear the butcher if you follow. Hello, Ben. How are you doing? No, you, Ben. All right, so let's get into the fun stuff, guys. Let's get into the fun stuff.
Fresh meat.
There's that follow, butcher. What's going on, Rez? How are you? All right, so look at Lilith, guys. Is it just me, or has she gotten a little more demonic? Like, even more? Like, in the Diablo 4 trailer, did she have the eyes like this? I remember seeing some of the fan art with that, but I don't remember that in the... I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up really quick. Diablo 4 trailer. It's probably on here, too. Yeah, she doesn't have it. She's got, like, her face looks super shiny. Like, it looks like literally fresh, like, stretched skin of somebody else or blood. I don't know, but it doesn't have the dark. So this is new, right? Say no more. I need to hear that, butcher. Yes, Rez. How are you? Is there a release date for the game yet? I don't think so, Ben. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Is there a release date yet? I think they said, like, late this year, right? I was thinking around... Oh, wait. I might be thinking of Diablo 2 Resurrected. Diablo 2 Resurrected is September 23rd. We know that. And then Diablo 4... Do we even have a year? Maybe not, actually. Maybe not. I still think the Diablo 3 Reaper Souls reveal trailer is the best video game trailer you've ever seen. All right, Dave, remind me. Let's come back to that after this, because that sounds really cool. All right, so this is not final, but this is our beautiful and iconic Hell Fiend Lilith. This is a capture from one of the in-game cinematics rendered in the Diablo 4 game engine. This level of detail is now standard for how we present the major NPCs, classes, and monsters in Diablo 4. No release date yet, Ben. Can't get excited too yet. We're just going to have to hold on to our lucky popcorn and wait for it some more. Me too, Risty. Me too. I think we're all super craving it, aren't we? Hi, all. We are excited to do a deep dive on the character art for Diablo 4. I like how... Wait, is this somebody else talking? All right, well, I don't want to skip too much ahead, but I want to see, like, who else is talking. It's like, hi, all. Like, somebody else popped in here. So it'd be cool if, like, different people from the team, you know, got to, like, talk to us here. All right, let's see. This is a pretty exciting topic for our team because so damn much has changed from Diablo 3. You will get to hear from our lead character artist, Arnold, okay, Kotnoff, butchering that, and Nick Chilano, our associate character art director. Sorry if I butchered their names. These will be sharing a lot of cool, they'll be sharing a lot of cool visuals from our ongoing development related to character art that we're revealing here for the first time. How cool. There's a lot of work in progress here. Our goal is to give you an early look at content to get a sense of the direction we are taking. I don't have a lot of caveats, though, as at this point, the work is a very good representation of what you will see when the game is in your hands. When it comes to the topic of character art, I can say we have had an epic journey during development, I bet, during COVID and everything. So let's pull back the curtain and take a look. First, I need to give a big shout out to our amazing character art team, engineering team, animators, lighting artists, and technical artists. Without them, none of this would be possible. Just think about how many people are involved in a video game. Like, just think about that. I mean, just listed a bunch of people, and this is just for the art team, right? That's not even like the people, you know, behind the scenes, like making the like the bone, you know, like the structure of the game. Like, there's so many different people involved, and then you have like the voice actors, then you have like the marketing team, and gosh, there's so many people involved. Hello, Carol and Hamfish. How you guys doing today? Good morning, and I hope you have your coffee with us. We're going over the Diablo 4 quarterly update. Getting super hyped. How are you all? All right, let's see. When I think back to the beginning, I think at the highest level, our goal was to make the characters in Diablo 4 look as artistic and as handcrafted as possible using the latest tools and techniques. Over time, our ambitions around what we thought we could achieve evolved and really solidified into what you see today. We wanted to use the latest tools and techniques, but we did have a concern about leaning into realism in a way that wouldn't have that handcrafted feeling we felt was fundamental to a Blizzard game. We didn't want the characters to feel procedural or generic because of these processes. We also embraced realism in terms of materials and character appearance. I think the touch point being the amazing pre-rendered look from the Diablo 3 cinematics. We love those, and it felt like a strong foundation to build upon in regards to the characters and achieving that warm quality that came through to the cinematics, but in real-time game environment. We thought it was ambitious but possible. This, of course, is a simplified summary of the thousands of conversations it took to achieve the results we have today. But what's meaningful is that during the journey, nobody was arguing for our limitations. Nobody ever said we shouldn't, we couldn't, or we can't. Everyone said yes. And even if it meant starting over or throwing out work, everyone really pushed and brought their best to this work. I think this is one of the truly unique aspects of Blizzard. We all said yes, and instead of no, because it's a wonderful aspect of working here. That is really incredible to hear because, you know, I'm sure everybody on the team does want to get along, but at the same time, like this, you know, imagine these are all artists that are working on this, and each piece that they're developing is probably like their baby. You know what I mean? They probably spend hours, days, months, years, even who knows, working on something. And then if it just doesn't work, like you have to set your pride aside to do what's best for the game and say, all right, you know, even though I spent so long on this, we're going to throw it out and try something new. Like, think about how hard that is for some of these people. And the fact that they're all just supportive of each other is really freaking incredible. I bet that just makes working there, like he's saying, just even more motivating, I think, and exciting for what they're working on. You're going to get some coffee. Y'all are coming with me? Yay, Risty. How do you like your coffee? Listen to Desh read stuff all day, Matt. We're not lucky, Matt, but thank you. I'm doing good, Hamfish. How are you doing? Are you on Desh, please, on Steam as well? Yeah, I am, Hamfish. Yeah. You're going to check me out on Steam? Yeah, I'm on there. That singular focus and commitment to quality led us down a very long, winding, and challenging path to where we are today. The challenges required us to completely rebuild our rendering engine and authoring tools. I think that's that word. We need to assemble a world-class character team comprised of artists, tool engineers, rigging specialists, lighting, and servicing experts. This was a complete overhaul. No kidding. It's completely different. I mean, look at how this is like the Rogue, right? Is this the Rogue? Look how different they look. They all look so different. How cool. So you really are going to have those customization options. You did have fish. Iced coffee, hazelnut oat milk, and Splenda. Okay, so today, I normally drink my coffee black, but today, Risty, I have some oat milk in here. I bought like a creamy oat milk, and I also bought a hemp milk. I think the oat milk is what I have in here right now, but it's so good. I just did like a splash in my coffee to cool it down, but it gives it totally a different flavor, and I'm really liking it. And then later in the day, we have no AC right now, so it's freaking hot. And so later in the day, I'm making iced coffee, and ooh, the oat milk on top of that iced coffee, so good. So see, you could choose from a variety of personas and customize them with a slew of detail options during character creation, Matt. Look at this. Sounds good, except for the Dunkin' Donuts part. I want some donuts. Heck yeah. Did you get donuts too, Risty? I hope you got a donut. I love donuts. We made a massive improvements to the level of detail, the surfacing of complex materials like skin, cloth simulation, hair, fur, metal, even down to the detail of the highlights of the eyes and rivulets of the perspiration. Oh my gosh. We built a robust character customization system that is entirely new to Diablo. It's completely new. And it was a daunting amount of technical character work. These solutions had to work not just for a single character, but for hundreds of componentized armor sets, different body types, dozens of unique personas, and completely unique art for 5 distinct classes to start. I love how they put 5 to start. I mean, 5 is pretty awesome to start, right? And then who knows how many from there. This was an entirely new challenge for our team to tackle. I can say now, with the hard work behind us and the comforting, steady hum of our pipeline, that it was all worth it. And plus the feedback, I mean, from all the, you know, all the gamers, all the creators, everybody that's been hyping about Diablo, I think the feedback has been overwhelmingly positive for all these changes. We hope you agree when you play it. That is really enhances the overall experience of the character's journey, exploring the worlds of Sanctuary, and makes the story, the gear, and the ways you see the characters of Sanctuary that much more enjoyable. And more your own, right? You feel more attached than you already were. Because like me, when I lost, when I lost Diablo, guys, in my hardcore playthrough, and I had to switch to my Necro. I mean, I love the Necro too, but I was so torn, attached to Diablo. And imagine if, you know, you make this character your own and you're playing hardcore and you lose them. You'll feel even more attached. Who else in here is a hardcore player? Anybody? There's always room around the campfire. Heck yeah. Wait, but you go to Dunkin' for the coffee? No, don't, I'm risky. I'm gonna cry. Most importantly, we hope you feel the love and care we've put into creating the gear and characters you will see in the game. Beyond just living out my most awesome barbarian fantasy, we're honored to bring this work to you. How cute. Ooh, look at this guy. This guy's pretty cool. Look at him. He's got this like kilt looking thing. He's like got like some beefcake. This kind of looks like is it the Fanglaner mat armor in ESO a little bit? Because it's got like the one piece up here and then it's got like the belts and stuff. And then kind of looks like that, doesn't it? And then the hat thing kind of reminds me of what's the teacher in Harry Potter? Is it Quirrell? Professor Quirrell? It's in like Harry Potter Sorcerer's Stone. It's like the first one. Do you know what I'm talking about? He has like the hair thing because he has Voldemort back there. Sorry, also spoiler. Music's a bit loud. It is. All right, we'll turn it down a hair. We'll turn it down. Looks vaguely similar to Minotaur chess, kind of. Oh, maybe I'm thinking of Minotaur. Yeah, it might be. You could never play hardcore character and get too attached. Yeah, Matt, I know. It is very hard. It crushes me a little bit, but it's so fun. Look at this creepy thing back here. We call this our layer scene. Ooh, players will customize the look of the character here in our exciting new wardrobe system. I'm so excited, guys. That allows you to mix and match hundreds of armor components unique to your class alongside custom color palettes to create the class fantasy that best represents your character. Oh, heck yeah. Awesome. And then look at this. One of the benefits of the investments we've made in our character art development pipeline is that now most of our story cutscenes will be rendered in our engine using the game modules. Models. In previous Diablo games, the high fidelity cinematic story moments were all pre-rendered. We will still have those amazing cinematic moments from our Blizzard animation, but now we will also have cinematic moments that feature your character up close, rendered in our game engine. Dave, so you were talking about, the cutscene, or no, you were talking about the trailer for Diablo 3, but, a lot of the cutscenes are so cool in the game. Can you explain a little bit what you think this means? So does that mean, is it going to be kind of like Cyberpunk where it was a cutscene, but our character was the focus? Is that how this is going to be? So it's not just a cutscene, but now we're seeing it through maybe more of our character's point of view. Is that kind of what I'm getting? We have been working closely with the legendary Blizzard animation team to bring as much of their knowledge into our process as possible. The Rogue Announced trailer was a really fantastic collaboration where we were able to push the limits of our tech and tools. Oh, yeah. I think everybody overwhelmingly was so hyped about the Rogue trailer announcement. That reminds me. I feel like I don't know where it is, but I feel like I got to get something for this. Maybe I'll wait. Okay, I'm going to wait, and I'm going to use it for the next React video redo. Matt, remind me. Just send me a message and say, don't forget the thing for the React, and I'll know what it is. I don't want to spoil. Ooh, look at this. Here's the mount, guys. Is it going to have carrying stuff? I don't see a bag here. Hopefully it'll be able to carry stuff for us. We are getting to geek out about how good things look up close, but all things Diablo are in service to our isometric point of view. The fidelity we put into the characters and the balance of detail all has to work with our game camera. Those looking closely will notice we like to work with bigger shapes on the armor, and we tend to reduce things that affect readability. I think we found a sweet spot of detail that retains the readability, works well with the environments, but also keeps things looking grounded, which is super important for the vision for Sanctuary and how we present the world to you and our most important critic, which is true. We are the most important critics. Well, most important, I meant we are like the most critical, I think. All the gamers and stuff, we can't help it, We love this game. A lot of you guys grew up playing this game and you have so many memories and you want it to be perfect. And I think the devs really understand that. And they're doing their best to create the vision that they've always seen, but something that the fans are going to love and the gamers are going to love playing. But it's funny that they did point out that we are the most critical. Well, I'm really happy with where we have arrived. I know we are going to keep pushing the bar at every opportunity, and at Blizzard, releasing a game is just the beginning. I hope you enjoy the rest of the deep dive on character art with Arnold and Nick. All right, cool. So this is our nod, lead character artist. Thanks for joining us. I'd like to dive into character customization and some of the visual improvements we've developed for Diablo 4. Diablo 4 has more in-depth customization for your characters than we've had in any previous Diablo games. You'll be able to change the face of your character, the hairstyle, the facial hair, beards, and eyebrows. I like how it specifies. And add jewelry, nose piercings or earrings, makeup, and body markings such as tattoos or body paint. You will also be able to change the color values of your character's skin, eyes, hair, facial hair, and body markings. Some elements will be class specific to support the class's unique backgrounds. Very cool. but many will be shared between classes, allowing more possibilities to mix and match. You can see some examples of these customization options throughout this blog. All right, very cool, very cool. You can put trophies on them, you think? Wait, is it like, you know, did you play Valheim, Risty? When I played Valheim, you got trophies of, you know, things you killed. Like, what were the little goblin things called, you know, and stuff like that, and the trolls. Would it be like that? And then you hang it, like, on the mount? So maybe a head of, I don't know, like, what are the goat guys called, guys? The goat guys in the secret cow level? Or I guess they'd be cow guys. Moo, moo, moo. You know what I mean? Maybe you get like a head of that and put it on your mount. That would be pretty cool. I'm glad they added controller support. Yes, I don't think they've touched on that yet, but you're right, Lone Hobbit, they have. And that is something huge for our console friends that are used to playing that. Yes, controller support, absolutely. Now I want to talk about some of the challenges we faced. Dark fantasy meets realism through physically based rendering, or PBR. Diablo 4 is intended to have a look that is grounded in reality, and to achieve that, we need to follow some basic rules of color value, such as PBR, which again, physically based rendering, which means our materials look and react to light in a realistic way. Very cool that they're paying attention to those details. Do you ever notice that you could totally tell when something's green screen in a game, or I mean, in a movie or something, when the light is like coming from here, but then the light isn't hitting them here, and instead it's like over here, and it's just obvious that it's a green screen because it's just not realistic. The fact that they're going to the lengths in this game to make that like level of realism is really cool. What's up, Salmon? How's it going? The challenge for the 3D artist is to transfer the color of a concept drawing to a PBR value. For example, in PBR, silver is a very bright gray, almost white, and the reflection of the materials makes it look darker. All the characters in Diablo 4 follow the PBR rules to ensure that our characters look as good in daylight as they do in a dark dungeon. And as a gamer, you don't even think about that. Like, you're just playing the game, or like, you know, getting immersed in the world and the lore and all that. But do you pay attention to like the glare of the silver? You know what I mean? Like, they are just wanting that immersive feel so much that they're going through to such lengths to get that detail down. I mean, that is really cool. Really cool that they care that much to make it that precise. Expanding the dye system. Tools that empower players to customize the look of their characters help build a stronger connection to those characters and the game. Our dye system allows you to change the color palette of your armor pieces, such as changing silver to gold, or replacing a white cloth for a black cloth, etc. Each part of the armor can be dyed, heck yeah, including the helmet, chest, gloves, legs, and boots. You could dye each piece with a different color palette if you choose, or apply the same palette to all of them. And here's some examples here in this GIF. This system was challenging to implement because materials such as metal do not allow themselves to be dyed with appropriate colors when they follow PBR rules. We know that, right, from ESO? How one thing doesn't match because it's technically a different material. So that's one of those things, like, I appreciate that it's realistic, but I hope it's not going to be like in ESO where you can't match a lot of stuff. Let's keep reading. Tells the dye system what color goes on what materials, such as leather, fabric, metal, and other specific surfaces. There you go. The result is armor that is dyeable in a range of colors that's still feeling grounded and realistic in the world we're building for Diablo 4. All right, so here we can kind of see, but luckily stuff still seems to really match. I mean, you can see there's slightly different, you know, color aspects, if there's light hitting it, in the details, but overall, all the colors that are going through here really seem to match when it's on like the red or like the, you know, the gray or whatnot. So I'm excited for this. Yeah, here's an example of the barbarian with various dye palettes applied to his armor set. Now, hold on, because remember how we were talking about customization? I love the new barbarian look. Like, he looks very beefcakey, which I love. He's clearly a daddy, but I'm not sold on like the Professor Quillen hat piece. Like, I would like maybe, you know, him to have like the long pony like I did on Diablo and Diablo 2. You know, I don't know. I hope that there's quite a bit of hair options there. But they said there is going to be, so I'm hoping there is. You wait for Blizzard to get serious about character customization. Here it is, Salmon. They are here, and they definitely have some new customization options. You love Valheim, Risty? Kazara? Wait, what's Kazara, Risty? What's Kazara? What is that? All right, here we go. An example of sorceress armor set dyed with the different color palettes. And they all look really cool. Oh, and this one has different hair even. You want to make a hobbit-sized mean barbarian? How cute. A close-up look at our camera. All right, here we go. The game camera is one of our top priorities, as we want to make sure the character looks good and readable from the isometric perspective. It's the first thing we consider in character development. That said, the player character will be displayed in a lot of different ways throughout the game. Whether that's the character customization screen, the inventory paper doll. Wait, inventory paper doll. Hey, Eyeless, how's it going? Social screens, and in a real-time cinematics, which will often zoom in for a closer view of the character than the rest of the game. So like I was thinking, like Cyberpunk, where your character's in the focus in the cutscenes and stuff. To support that, we have added an extra layer of texture called detail mapping. Detail mapping is a small, repetitive texture applied on top of the material that bring more sharpness and detail to the main texture. So I think that means whoever's in focus is going to have most of the detail. It's going to be really in focus, and then the background, you know, will still look great, but you'll be able to see that like depth perception there. The Goatman. Oh, that's the Goatman, Risty? Kazara. Ooh. What are the little things, Risty? The little things that like go Karota. What are those things? What are those things called? Every armor set in Diablo 4 has 2 body types. Here's an armor set for barbarians, with some subtle differences between the two. All right, cool. Another example of different rogue body types wearing the same armor set. So, you know, even in ESO, I keep comparing it to ESO just because, you know, I play a lot of ESO, and ESO has so many customization options. So I often refer to that game when other games introduce customization options. And I know in ESO, one of the things we love and hate, I guess, is when you have like a male toon and a female toon and you have the same outfit on, but it changes completely. This looks like it's pretty much identical. Would you agree? It changes to fit the body type, but the actual outfit looks completely the same. So that way, if you like love or hate the outfit, at least, you know, if you change, you know, your sex of your character, or you have a different character, I guess, it'll still look exactly the same, and you won't have that like, oh man, like what's the one mount where I like loved how it looked, one of her tunes, and then but the male version doesn't have like the midriff showing or something. I forget what it is, and I was like, dang it. The barbarian had Luke Lane look to him. Luke Lane, yes, Risty, takes me back. The imp salmon, maybe Karota. I just know that's what they say. Garbled the Weak is the first goatman you meet in Diablo 1, I think. Oh, nice. Garbed the Weak? Do you know some of the lore too, Lone Hobbit? Risty, you said you do. Feel free to share some of the lore on the goatman. I would be very interested in that. Here is a video clip. Here's a video clip of slow motion of the rogues, which we recorded in a real-time engine. You can really enjoy the details and see how the light reacts with the materials. You will also be able to see some of our customization elements that I talked about earlier. Please note the environment is a test scene that modelers use to look at their characters, and many of these armors are works in progress and subject to change and polish. Anybody else just get super like goosebumps when you see the Diablo font somewhere? Anybody else? Ooh, look at those body markings, guys. Oh, that looks sick. You think they're part of the Fallen? Okay, keep going. The Fallen. I'm all ears. I'm all ears. Tell me more. Ooh, this looks sick. This looks like a movie trailer, like a slow motion walking. So crazy. Ooh, look at that face mask, and that bow looks sick. That looks like something out of Dark Souls. Oh, I'm really into that. Look at this slow motion running. So epic. This looks like Quinn69. Hi, Quinn. Is that you? Are you dumb? Ooh, this guy got a cool face. What is that? Like a face shield? Ooh, look at this. Oh, look at this, guys. Look at that shoulder. Is that shoulder? So does that have knives coming out of it where you'd like pull out a knife and like, you know, do like a knife throwing? Or is that just the shoulder piece itself just looks really cool with those blades coming out of it? Dang, this looks really cool. It feels like it's rendering slowly, or is that just how it's supposed to be? Is it that slow? Maybe it's supposed to be that slow. Ooh. Look at this, Matt. These body markings look really sick. Cool. Got the crossbow. Sometimes they said Rakanishu, which we kill in Diablo 2, I believe. And there's an achievement in Diablo 3 if you kill some elite. I forgot with Rakanishu's blade. Probably just the pauldrons, though. That would be pretty awesome if they had armor like that. Oh yeah, Salmon, you think it's just the armor itself? Yeah, it looks like something that you could like pull blades out of and toss them. Ooh, look at that. I remember seeing that on one of the creators' playthroughs, I think, when they had like 20 minutes to play through, maybe Llama or someone. And they had like, maybe it was Ziz, and they had, you know, you throw down like a cloud of something. What is it? They throw it down, and then it's like kind of like for a second, you're kind of blinding the enemy, and you can kill him without being seen. It's kind of like an invisibility thing, I believe. I don't know. Looks really cool. This is a kind of long preview. They're showing us a lot. I'm actually surprised. They have a lot. I mean, this is only one of the videos. You know what I mean? They have a lot on here. Look at this one. So this almost looks like it has Assassin's Creed fashion feel. Are you guys getting that vibe too? Or is that something that was always in Diablo and I just, you know, we couldn't really see the detail before because it wasn't as detailed? Now they're really getting into the details, so I feel like we could see a lot more. Oh man, what is this? What is this? Okay, that looks really freaking sick. That was really cool. All right, here's another slow motion video of the barbarians. Please note that all these armors are a work in progress. Yeah. All right, barbarian. Fancy. Thanks, Eyeless. Ooh, female barbarian. Dang, look at her shoulders. She's been lifting some weights. Ooh, this looks cool. This looks really cool. Oh, look at the fur on those shoulders. Look at that gigantic maul. Look at the gigantic belt. Oh my gosh. Ooh, got some leg action. Dang, the barbarians be looking sick. Am I right? Oh my gosh. You're high for see me too. Whoa, look at that. That looks like God of War type. Ooh, look at that helm. Ooh, I like that with the fur and the horns. What is that, a giant axe? Ooh, look at those boots. I'm loving the fur. The fur looks so real. Oh my gosh, they really did a great job with that. What is that? Oh, that looks like a fun move, doesn't it? I'm totally going to be Barbarian. So much fun. So in Diablo 2, Barbarian was my first choice because I love the giant pole arm or the giant, you know, giant scythe. Heck yeah. But then when I lost my Diablo 2 character in hardcore, when I lost DESHcussions, then I made a Necro. DESHcussions was it? The daddy. And that was a lot of fun too. So those are the two I really enjoyed. But then I think in Diablo 3, I think I did Witch Doctor. Is that the one where you have all these creatures following you? Is that the one? I think that's the one I did because I loved how I could have... Oh gosh, I'm trying to remember. I had like a jar of something. Was it frogs or bats or something? I don't remember. There's like something where I had like a bunch of like spiders. I don't remember. It was like something like that. I need to go back and play more. But it was fun. It was fun. Got some Conan the Barbarian armor. Nice, nice. Heck yeah. Schwarzenegger would be proud. Look at that fur coat. I mean, dang. That is like... That looks pretty fierce. That is fun, but it makes us have to lurk. Oh, Lone Hobbit! All right, enjoy your meeting, and we'll probably be here when you get back. All right, this is just scratching the surface of what is to come in Diablo 4 in terms of character customization. The team is dedicated to delivering the best quality possible, and we hope that players will enjoy all the options we have available for customizing their characters in Diablo 4. All right, here's Nick, Associate Art Director, Characters. Hello, everyone. I'm excited to share with you our vision and our process for making monsters in Diablo 4. Ooh, monsters. Heck yeah. With monsters, success requires that many different things come together, but it starts with the player feeling satisfied and killing it. That means the monster needs to visually match its gameplay and have gory, demonic twists to it. Finally! Okay, so what game was it where I was like, there's not like enough gore? Like, I don't like a ton of gore. Like, Resident Evil Village was a little too gory for me, but I still want some gore. I mean, Diablo 2 had the perfect amount of gore. I mean, you know, you kill something, there's blood everywhere. Like, that's what we want. So the fact that they're listening to fans, I think 3 had a lot less gore, right? I think 3 had, like, not that much. And people were saying, you know, wait, what? This isn't enough, like, 2. So I think that they're bringing the gore back, which is kind of cool. They should look like something you have not seen before, as well as taking something visually familiar and brushing it with a Diablo paintbrush. I like that visual. We're just brushing it with the Diablo paintbrush. I feel like I have to make a paintbrush now that's a Diablo paintbrush. Matt, can you message me about that too? Diablo paintbrush. I don't know why. I just feel like I have to make that. Like, that has to be something I make and we do something with. That Diablo brush applies a level of detail, an understanding of gameplay needs, a level of artistry, and the demonic Diablo theme to all our monsters. You love God of War, Gore Risty? Oh my gosh, God of War had some of the greatest story too. Did you watch? I think it was on Amazon Prime, Risty, I want to say. It was Raising Kratos. It was like a documentary on God of War. I think the most recent one, not the one that's coming out or came out on PS5, but the one before it. Oh gosh, what was it called? But yeah, Raising Kratos was a documentary. It was so good. If you're a God of War fan, I highly recommend. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate it. 3 felt like a happy little tiptoe through the tulips. Right, Salmon? Like, where's the gore? Where's the creepy? Bring it back. And it sounds like they are. Visual design and gameplay intent. For me, everything starts with a goal. I think that's a great, you know, in life, I think that's just a great motto. Like, everything starts with a goal. No matter what you're doing, have a goal in mind and then figure out the steps to get there. Typically, it's a goal from design on what this monster needs to do and what the player experience should be. Making games is collaboration. Sometimes a visual concept helps drive an idea, while in others, a paper design is enough. The Blood Bishop. Our game design goal for the Blood Bishop was to make a caster who would cast direct damage and create AoE bombs for Area of Denial. As for the visual notes, we wanted a high-level boss based on vampiric blood and magic. I'm already intrigued. We knew we wanted to double down on the notion of a heart shape for the function of the blood magic. Go on. That naturally led to the notion of arteries, creating these blood clots that explode to cast the AoE effect design needs. Oh, what? An exposed beating heart was the natural visual choice. Oh my gosh. So the organic pulsing we see, the flowing arteries, and the blood-based effects all combined, visual effects all combined to reach an allied goal the team could get behind. I'm getting so excited. I can't read this. The success here is when the game design needs were met visually in a true Diablo way. Oh my gosh. What the actual Dragon, look at this. Hello, Dragon. Dragon, are you hyped? Look at this. Oh my gosh, this looks so freaking sick. What is this? Yeah, what is this exactly? Blood Bishop? Dragon, who is a Blood Bishop? Oh my gosh. What on earth? Look at the vein details in the robe. It looks like, again, like flesh just like stretched across him. Oh my gosh, it's like all pulsing in the back. What on earth? What's up, Solomon? Can you do a stretch, please? A stretch? All right, just for you, Solomon. Just for you, we'll do some stretches. How's it going, buddy? Okay, this guy looks freaking demonic, and I highly approve. I also love that he's, like, floating. All right, really cool. All right, let's look at this now. Close-up picture. Oh my gosh! This looks like something straight out of Dark Souls. Look, it's like a skull beneath the blood. Look at the veiny details. Oh my god, I like how he doesn't have a neck. It's just like a, you know, like a... Oh my gosh. What? Just a minion? What do you mean, just a minion? I finally made it to the game. Yes, Eyeless. Oh no, with the Kappa. Oh no. Oh my gosh, guys. Look at the veins hanging off. Heck yeah. Okay, I think first impressions. I think they took the feedback that everybody said about Diablo 3 not being gory enough, and they really are bringing it with 4, guys. I mean, I think it's safe to say they did not hold back on the gore. Would you say? I do not think they held back. In fact, I think they went all out, and I highly approve. Oh my gosh! So this is what this thing is gonna look like when it's coming towards you? It's just like pulsing and like coming at you, like, hello, give me a hug. All right, I highly approve of whatever I'm watching right now. I highly approve of this. So this is like the back of him. Oh my gosh. I'm getting way too excited. This looks so freaking creepy. I love it. So this thing, the Skeleton Lord, he has like a giant, what is it? A giant hammer or something that he smashes in the ground, like an AoE effect, and then bones go flying everywhere. The Skeleton Lord. This process was similar, but this time we had a visual concept to work from. The undead skeleton lord is made of fused skeleton and body parts with sinew. Oh, I was asking, what is sinew? And blood connecting it together. Something we felt fit our game visually. That led to a design lead wanting to create a fight based on this character. The design team was able to create a unique fight based on bone visuals, summoning skeletons, bone walls, to restrict pathing, and leveraging the giant staff. Heck yeah. One attack has the skeleton lord smashing the staff into the ground and creating a shower of exploding bone shards. Even though the art was created first, the design team leveraged its look to help theme a fun and interesting fight we all enjoy. And what I was saying was, okay, what? It's a typical me, guys. I always want to be the demon. I mean, the barbarian looks cool and all, but can I be this guy? Can I be the blood bishop? Can I be the skeleton lord? Are you serial? Like, I want to be this. I want to play this guy. I don't want to fight him. I want to be him. How Dark Souls is this? Okay, look at it's literally the Dark Souls wheel with the skellies on it, right? 100%. 100%. The Blood Bishop is cursed. Is that what broke the stream? Saying the Blood Bishop is like Voldemort. You can't say the name out loud. Ooh, it's muscle tendons. Look. You could see literally the bone detail in there. He's got a butt. Am I right? Did he like max out the posterior? Ooh, look at... Is this like an extra hand coming out? It totally is. Oh my gosh, some hands... So he's got skeletons inside him coming out, and he's got other little skeleton hands, like, hanging out of his chest. Oh my gosh. Tendon or ligament type of tissue. Look at that. Ooh, okay, this wheel looks sick. This wheel looks sick. Just in case, I'm gonna close some of these windows, in case that's hurting the stream. It shouldn't be, but just in case. All right. Look at this now. Look at the details. Look at the skulls in here. You know what the placement of the skulls makes me think of? In Dark Souls 3, the first boss, what's it called, guys? Where's Push Lord? The boss that had the boss with the you know, the tree boss. What's it called? Grotwood, not Grotwood. What is it? What is the boss called, guys? The it's the tree boss. Groot? Yeah, we'll go with Groot. Okay, you know what I'm talking about though, right? Cursed Rotted Greatwood. Thanks, Salmon. I should have known you would know. Cursed Rotted Greatwood, yeah. So the egg sacs in the Cursed Rotted Greatwood, you know, the egg sacs placed in a very, you know, questionable location. These skull heads remind me of those egg sacs. Do you too, or no? Gravelord Nitro called. He wants his baby skellies back. You're eating your dinner, Richard? How sad. Oh my gosh, what are you eating? And I'm sorry for ruining it. Kinda. It totally does look like it. All right, let's close that. Let's look at some more detail. Is this a hanging noose just hanging from his robe? You know, he's like, you know, you want to fight? I'm going to hang this noose around your neck. Ooh, look at the details in the robe all deteriorating. I love that. Literally Dark Souls wheel. Quiche. Okay, quiche sounds amazing. By the way, for Lucky's brothers and fiance's... Can I talk? Lucky's brother and his fiance's wedding that's coming up in a couple weeks or a month. A little soon. We just picked our food for the, you know, for the event, for the dinner. And it was, you know, traditional like beef or seafood or veggie. And I was like, oh, they all sound good. And we asked what they were. And I actually went with veggie because the veggie is like a veggie Wellington. So it's like mushroom, spinach, squash, and like a flaky type crust thing. I was sold. I was like, all right, they all sound good, but this one has my attention. All right, look at this, guys. Oh my gosh, the detail now looks so sick. That's a bit of small noose, not quite wide enough for a neck, but a head. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Look at the fingers, guys. Look at the fingers. Look at it. Extra creepy. It looks like this is literally like bound together. And if you were to untie even one of these things, it would completely fall apart. I think that's what they were going for. The right artist detail for the game. It's Nito, not Nitro. Oh, Nito? Oh, my bad. Food choices. People have a choice of mine. They didn't have a choice. Okay, so what food did you guys have? All right. We also need to look at our assets from two main focal points. Our game camera and a closer full body size camera. This means we need to understand what is important and what is supporting these elements in terms of overall shape language and finer secondary and tertiary details. I think I said that word correctly. I'm impressed. Impressive! Level of artistic detail is always a challenge. Details need to be readable for the game, colors need to group well, silhouettes need to stand out, as well as being built for performance and movement. Understanding this is key to allowing our monsters to look great from our isometric camera. Can somebody say explain what isometric is? They keep using that, and I don't know why I don't know what that word means. Can somebody explain what isometric means when they're referring to the camera? While also delivering stunning details up close. The spider feeding upon the spider feeding upon and birthing spider spawn from a bloated corpse has a great visual design. Oh my gosh, what? Let's look at this. Isometric, ISO, how it looks above you. Oh, like if you're looking up, dragon? Oh, wow. It's the 45-degree top-down view. Oh, top-down like bird's eye view? It's the view of Diablo games. Beardsmith! Oh, so like, no, down? No, I got you. So like, yeah, like when we're, okay, so when we're playing Diablo, how it looks facing, okay, I gotcha. Makes sense. So that's just, you know, that's standard for the Diablo games, how it looks. Isometric. How's it going, Beardy? The spindly legs and back thorax instantly tell you what it is. That thin look of the legs as it moves down to a thicker body gives a nice balance to settle the shape language from top to bottom. The saturated red of the spider on top of the cooler and more subdued body help pop the spider visually so your eye catches it as soon as they show it up on screen. When we look closer, you can see the spectacular highlights on the bloated body. The bloated body, this is like terminology. The torn and pulled flesh and the bulging pustules. Bulging pustules? What is a pustule? So up close, some gruesome details are visible from the game camera because of the clear shape and color grouping. All right, we have to check this out. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, so it looks like it's using the body as like a host? Is that what I'm saying? It's kind of like a, what do you call it? Not a leech, what is it? Like, you know what I mean? What's that thing called? It's like using this body as a host. Look at, is this egg sacs inside? It's got its feet literally like stuck in there. Nasty. Dead Space feels from this guy? Yeah, like a parasite, yeah. Or like a tick, yeah. What's up, Tim? How's it going? Oh my gosh. Okay, the head of that looks kind of gross and very sus. I'm just gonna say that. Look at the butt, guys! Look at the saggy butt! Oh my gosh, he's got such a butt. And look at his feet, guys. Look at his feet! And also his butt. Pustules are like a pimple? Oh, okay. Also, this looks also like something else. You know, I'm just saying. It looks a little bit sus, guys. It looks a little bit sus. Even though there's only one. That's all I'm going to say about it. That's all I'm going to say. Ooh, look at the veiny details. Dang. Man, it did! I can't help it, it did! Isometric. Ooh, look when the light hits it. Ew. It's like one of those things where it's gross, but I also love it. You know what I mean? Like Dalek from Doctor Who. Can I get one of those to take over my body for work so I can just nap? Ew, Beardy. Can you imagine? This thing just walks in attached to your body. It's pre-alpha. Look at, you can see it like stuck in the guy. You saw it, Mappy? You were going to say anything? I mean, I feel like everybody saw it. Am I right? Don't make it lewd, guys. You know you saw it. You know you saw it. My food. Poor Richard. Sorry, Richard. Enjoy that quiche. All right, the succubus is another great example of an interesting and clear visual read from gameplay, with finer detail that didn't get in the way of the game camera, but really raised the visual bar. At the game camera, we see a familiar silhouette, a winged demon hovering to seduce its prey and attack with magic from a distance. As you look closer, you can see intricate details in the cloth's translucent skin on the wings, as well as materials like gold clasps, stitching, and embroidery on the outfit. We also see the wings were attached at the base of the head, a detail that needs a closer look to see, but doesn't complicate the look from different cameras. Not in front of your croissant. I want a croissant. Okay, does this look a lot like, maybe, I have Blackwood on the mind, but was it, what before that? Markarth? Or was it before Markarth even? with the vampires. What's the DLC with the vampires? This makes me think a lot of the vampires, doesn't it? Look at the wings, guys. Look at the one long finger. Greymore, yeah, of course. Greymore, thank you. Greymore, yeah, it looks like Greymore, doesn't it? Greymore Markarth have vampires. But the big release, I think, was Greymore with the whole, you know, the whole trailer and the whole theme of vampires. This totally makes me think of that. Look at the feet, guys. Looks badass. Dang, the eyes look crazy cool. Look at the claws in the wings and here. I can't get over that, like, long dagger finger and the feet. Dang. Look at the glowy eyes. Ooh, I love the wings, guys, and such, you know, sharp talons on the wings. I'm seeing like some Lilith stuff here too. I mean, you know, when you think of Lilith's horns, you know, is this, who knows the lore? Is this thing related to Lilith, the succubus? This is a succubus, right? Or is this something else? I could see the Witcher killing her. Oh, yeah? Look at, got some cleavage cabin. This is, yeah, this is the succubus, right? So is this related to Lilith at all? Because the horns look very similar to me. Look at those claw hands. Look at this long finger. I love that. Looks so creepy. A modern pipeline. In order to achieve this, we need a process and technology to realize these amazing and honestly disturbing creations. They spelled disturbing incorrectly. To do that, we have built a world-class team creating monsters and demons at a level of quality that raises the bar for the Diablo series. What do you call it, succubus? PBR gives us the ability to create surfaces and materials that look realistic and accurately react to the lighting in the world. Leather can look like leather, metals like metals, and organic surfaces can feel appropriately squishy and fleshy by comparison. She's the mother of all. This knight is covered head to toe in metal and fabric that reacts differently based on lighting. You can see nice details and materials break on the hard surfaces that your eyes expect to see. The detail grounds us in the world we are visually known and understand. We all visually know and understand. The difference from a scale pattern of finer metal to large, hammered iron next to gold turns it readily apparent. Interesting. What's up, Sarnier? Pops Blue Ribbon does all that, gross. Hello, Sarnier. Hello, Ryan. But I think they made Ondariel the mother of the succubus. Oh, Ondariel. I remember fighting Ondariel. Remember Dragon? You thought we were going to die? Ooh, this guy's shield is massive. This guy also looks like someone you'd fight in Dark Souls. Look at that giant spear. Ooh, that shoulder is huge. How's it going, my friend? Cool details. Praise the sun. Cool details on here. Oh, so they're showing like the light too. Look at the shadows. Wow. Is it ever going to be that dark in game? That would be really freaking scary. Can you imagine entering a dungeon and it's pitch black like that? I love the shadow details on the shield. That's so impressive. You can see the light is coming from this direction, right? It's hitting it. And then here you see the shadows from these like spikes on the shield. Really freaking cool. That's photoshopped. What's photoshopped? What's photoshopped? Originally, it was going to be a Lilith or something. I have to brush up on my lore. Yeah, Risty, me too, man. We're going to be doing some lore reacts in stream. Just kidding. I was like, Dragon, no. Ooh, so sharp. This whole shot is just really cool, isn't it? Dang, looks really cool. Organic surfaces are also represented accurately in our engine. Fur, bone, flesh, and blood are all visible and react to light correctly. This is Diablo game after all, and we know the materials will be important. After all, I'm glad that they draw attention to this. It is. Oh, thank you, Richard. Yeah, guys, if you haven't checked out my BlizzCon Line reaction, check it out. And don't forget to subscribe. We're going to be having this on YouTube as well as some other reacts. We're going to be reacting to some lore during stream. So check it out. More games need spears. Here comes the teeth. Look at the teeth, Richard. Look at the teeth. Who's being so good and so helpful? This reminds me of also Harry Potter. The three-headed dog, except this guy's got how many heads? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 heads. I wish this was one of those where I could turn the camera all the way around. I really want to see like every side of this guy. This guy looks so cool. Can we pet him in the game, guys? Please tell me we could pet all 6 of his heads. 6 head? Yeah, Richard, we need a 6 head. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Look at how cute he is, guys. Original Doom 3 and the flashlight. There were areas that were dark. Oh, yeah? Oh my gosh, guys. Look at the teeth. You could pet him once. We can, Dragon. Wait, like once each head or literally only once? Like we have to pick which head. Look at the teeth. Oh, look. So is this teeth or spikes or like spiked teeth? Only once? And then you die? You think you need that for your Hydra set? Creepy Ryan, right? Can you tell we're super excited? All the creepy. Look at that. Is this a video? Weird. Look at the photo I'm clicking on is a different picture, right? That's not the same. Weird. This looks almost like it's inside the mouth, or I can't tell what this is. Maybe like the side of him, and this is like a rib sticking out? I'm not sure. So that is a brief rundown of some of... Wait, where are we almost... We're done. What? So that is a brief rundown of some of the things we look at and value when it comes to monsters in Diablo 4. We really enjoy creating enemies, monsters, and demonic creatures that brings out an emotional response from our players, from fear or revulsion to the excitement of slaying them in true Diablo fashion. In closing, I'd like to say that there are moments as a developer where you are just making the game day in and day out, and you don't always take time to appreciate the craft on display, and that you are privileged to see every day. And I feel like that's so true. Like, sometimes you just get caught up in, like, you know, going through, what is it called? Going through the motions, I guess. And yeah, you know, this is their job. So as much as they love and have a passion for what they're doing, it does become a job at some point just because you're doing the same thing every day. And it is nice when they can finally take a step back and admire their own work because they put so much time into this. And us as, you know, gaming nerds and fans of the game are super appreciative of it. And I'm glad to see that. What's going on, Demon Lemonade? How are you? How's it going? Thank you, Tim. Reminder to hydrate. They did that with a couple pictures. Have the wrong thumbnail. Oh no, Risty. Interesting, right? Whose job was that? It's a great opportunity for us to reflect on the journey, share our art, and appreciate the craft of our teammates. We hope you like what you see, and please share your comments on your platform of choice. We love to hear community feedback. Heck yeah, guys. When I post this on YouTube, I'm going to tag everyone. It's really been a labor of love and an honor to create for you, and we can't wait for you to play it. Thank you for joining us, and keep an eye out for upcoming blog update next quarter. Okay, so when is the next quarter? Because this one was, I think, June 30th, we said, right? June 30th, I believe, right? When this one came out. So when is the next quarter with hopefully another update? Does anybody know? Every time, Ace. Every time. 3 months? Okay, so... Okay, question, Dragon. Should we count June as a month? Because it was like literally the end of June. So should we just count July? Like July to August, August to September, September to November? Right? I haven't counted months in order in a while. That's the next month, right? September. Oh, October. Just skip Halloween completely. October, right? September. Wait, August, September, October, November. Yeah, I was going to November. I forgot October, right? Can't even get her while she's reading. I quit. October, November, December. Thank you. Wait, that's part of the quarter 4? Dang it, Ace. I blame Lucky. So around October then, maybe? July, August, September. Either September 30th, October, right? Like probably end of September maybe, or early October is where we're going to aim for like the next quarterly update. Really cool. Really cool. All right. Well, guys, that was awesome. I'm glad we got to do that together today.